I'd first like to say on behalf of Father Angelo and Father Ken, Father Emmanuel and Deacon Rusty, our parish staff and myself, we'd like to extend to you and your families a happy Thanksgiving. My prayer for you and your families on this Thanksgiving is this. As we gather here today to celebrate a capital E Eucharist at this Eucharistic table, as Jesus reveals himself to us here in the breaking of the bread. Just as Christ comes present to us today, and as he lives in us and sustains us with his body and blood of Christ. I pray also that as you gather at lowercase e Eucharistic tables today with family and friends, sharing turkey and potatoes and pumpkin pie and whatever sort of other goodies you might share today, taking in food that physically nourishes your body, but also sharing in fellowship with family and friends, creating memories and building on relationships. I pray that Christ will be present in these gatherings as well. And not only will Christ be present, but may Christ come present to you in a very profound way this day. So why be thankful? For many of us, being thankful and expressing gratitude is probably one of the first things that we have been taught. It has been ingrained into our very lives. Parents here, I imagine one of the first things you teach your kids as they're growing up is the importance of telling another thank you. So one of the reasons I think it is that we're thankful, it's something that we've been taught. The second reason why I think it's important to be thankful is that it's linked to our very happiness. I once heard a wise man say that happy people are thankful people. Happy people are thankful people. And as I reflect on this very proverb of a saying, it makes me say, it's so true. I mean, can you think of a person who is sad, angry, or mad, and is also grateful? Or better yet, can you think of a person who is happy and is ungrateful? I'd venture to guess most of us cannot. Maybe if you think long and hard and about this idea, you might come up with somebody. But I venture to guess you can't find anybody that would make this sort of category. The third reason why I think it's important that we are thankful and why we express our gratitude is it sustains and forms our relationships with each other. I mean, think of the last time you thanked somebody for perhaps helping you do a certain task, or perhaps even giving you a gift. When you told that person thank you, what essentially you were telling that person is that you value them, that you are important to me. Or think of that time that someone said thank you to you. For many of us, when somebody tells us thank you, our initial response is, oh, it wasn't necessary. But let's face it, deep down within our hearts, within us, when somebody thanks us, it helps us to feel good. It helps us to feel of value. It helps us to feel as if though we are important and needed by another person. It's in our thinking and being thanked that we tell each other that we need each other. And it's in being thanked and thanking that we grow in our relationships with one another. Common practice on this Thanksgiving Day is to go around our dinner tables and sharing what we are thankful for. And oftentimes we begin with family and people around us, but we eventually slip into talking about objects and beauty. And this is a good Thanksgiving practice, don't get me wrong. But I'd like to invite you to take your sharing a little farther today. As you eat your Thanksgiving dinner today, I invite you to share with the person that you sit next to why you are thankful for that person. For it is in the way that we express our gratitude for one another. We tell that person that we're sitting next to, I'm thank you for whatever you want to fill in that blank. It's when we express our gratitude for one another that we grow in our relationships, that love abounds. But we also see the face of Christ.